Coach will get an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
What a performance tonight by our defense. I thought they played unbelievable. Coach Baker continues to be one of the best in the country, forcing turnovers, limiting them to really a lot of trash yards in the end of the fourth quarter. Offensively, I thought we did a nice job of controlling the line of scrimmage. Again, Cody, another 220 yards. I mean, it's time to start talking about him being the best player in the country for his football team, a top 10 team, leads the SEC in rushing. You can't say enough good things about him. Really proud of our football team. Could have been easy not to play our best game, for whatever reasons, but they refused to do that. They had something to prove to each other, to the country. And, earlier in the week I heard a coach talk about being America's team. And I don't know about all that conversation. They got so many different good things going for them, some good, some maybe they stole illegally. We're America's team. We're a team built on underdogs. We're a team built on young men with something to prove. We got a Division II transfer running back who's leading the SEC in rushing. We got a bunch of fighters. Our quarterback has been fighting his whole life to earn an opportunity to play the way he does. We got offensive linemen who just play for each other, tight ends, defensively. We're the story that people should be really proud to be behind. And I'm just proud to coach this football team. And it ain't about me. It's really about those brotherhood, those guys coming together, those coaches in there coaching their butt off for each other. And that's what America's all about. People coming together. And so that's my statement. I'll take questions.
Coach, first time since I believe 2014, this team has had 10 wins. How do you feel to be kind of part of that, leading a 10-win team for the first time in almost a decade?
There's a lot of satisfaction, not really for me, but for our team. These kids, when you talk about Darius Robinson and Chris Abrams-Drain and JC and Javon Foster, Tyron Hopper, they believed we could be so much better, and they chose to come back. And Theo Weiss transferred in. Luther Burden said no to a bunch of people trying to get him in the portal because he believed in what we were trying to do. And our coaches, didn't take other jobs. They stayed. Kirby Moore chose to come here. And it's just a group of men who believed in each other, formed a brotherhood, and fought. And they fight shoulder to shoulder every single day for everything they've gotten. Nothing's been given to us. There's not a guy on our award list that was there preseason. A lot of times those awards are based off of hype. Cody Schrader wasn't listed on any of them, and he should be a finalist for the Doak Walker Award. Tyron Hopper is a finalist for the Butkus Award. These guys did it through hard work, dedication, and putting up stats on the field. They didn't have the media hype machine behind them. So it doesn't really feel anything for me. It's really about them and what they've earned.
Eli mentioned something to prove pretty much constantly since July that's been the team's model. What does 10 wins prove about this team?
Bunch of fighters, bunch of guys that believed in each other, a bunch of guys that believed in the brotherhood, and they believed that fighting for each other and working for each other and putting your ego aside and fighting for team. And I think it means teams can still win. It's not going to be about the individual player. It's what football's all about. It's about the best team. And, we talked about the whole time that it's not about proving that individually we're talented. It's about proving that as a team we can win. And, we've been in every game this year up through the fourth quarter. Some of them didn't go our way, some of them did. But our guys never quit.
Coach, what have you seen from some of those guys who came back and chose to believe in this and come back to this year, just as they've gone out and actually started to prove some of this and now finished with 10 wins?
Yeah, I've seen some dominating performances. Cody Schrader's dominated the competition. Brady Cook's dominated the competition. Luther Burden's dominated the competition. Darius Robinson's dominated. Tyron Hopper's a Butkus Award finalist. KD, leads the conference or tied for second in interceptions and passes deflected. Those are unbelievable performances that those guys have put together.
What did you make of the fight stuff out there in the first half and just about
Yeah, we were here to play football. They were here to fight.
Coach, I was about to say, the Mizzou football page right after when the clock hit triple zero said he ran into the fight. In a way, do you kind of see that though as like your guys are standing up for themselves, or
I'll have to watch the tape. You know, I'm disappointed that we had somebody, you know, ejected from the football game because that's not what this team is. But we ran to the fight tonight. We showed up ready to play football, and I think we 48 points worth of football.
Eli, what does it say for a guy like Tristan to step up once again, kind of in a position that he's in with Hopper out, just kind of making that impact?
Yeah, you really can't say enough about his performance. I don't know how many tackles he ended up with. 12 tackles. You know, he didn't have his best game last week, and he didn't pout. Coaches didn't panic. We just coached harder, and he got in there and believed in his teammates, and his teammates believed in him, and we got it done.
Takeaways have kind of been a topic of conversation throughout the season. What do you think that the team kind of did well tonight to kind of force those?
We got after the quarterback for sure. How many did we force? Four? Five forced, four recovered, and one for a touchdown. You know, I think defensively we knew we needed to get to the quarterback. We knew we needed to stop quarterback runs. And, I mean, Coach Baker did it very effectively.
Coach, did your game plan change even a little bit when KJ got hurt earlier? Get a more aggressive, I guess? Or was it...
No, that was the plan the whole time. We just didn't quite know what Jacoby was going to do. I mean, Jacoby's a great player. I was actually his first offer when I was at NC State. He's from Morrilton, Arkansas. Great kid, great young man. He's got a bright future at quarterback ahead of him. It's just a tough night tonight. We were able to confuse their protections and empty, and we met at the quarterback most of the night.
Coach, you talked about how much this rivalry means to you guys. Is getting to walk out with that trophy and bring it back to Como just a good way to cap off
This season? Yeah, it sure is. It's exactly what it is. It's the capstone to the year, and I'm sure going to enjoy my day off tomorrow. I know that.
Anything else, Coach?
Yeah, do you think that cigar's going to taste better than last year?
Yeah, last year's wasn't as nice, so we picked up our game a little bit thanks to Rusty Brewing Automotive. He provided some really nice cigars to the coaching staff, and so we'll definitely enjoy those tonight. They won't let them on the plane, so we may have to finish them here.
Coach, when you hear the fans afterwards, MIZ filling a stadium like this with Mizzou fans that travel down here, what's that like, a moment like that for you and your team?
Yeah, you know, we wanted to restore the roar of Missouri football, and to be able to hear that on the road at Kentucky and on the road at Arkansas, hopefully continues to swell the pride of our state, and people will continue to get behind us, and why stop now?
Coach, do you have a preference for New Year's Six Bowls, a specific destination, any of them?
Just as long as we're going, I don't care where we go. We'll show up.
How important is a game like this, you know, where you get up big at the end, you're able to bring in, you know, some young guys maybe haven't played much this season, you know, and let them get on the field, you know, with experience that kind of action?
Yeah, any experience is good experience, and guys can see how much farther away they are, and it's always good to let those guys get some plays.
Do you pay attention to the bowl talk at all?
No, I mean, that's what my athletic director's for. So she'll handle that. We'll figure it out. I don't think we did anything to hurt our rankings tonight, so I think we'll be fine.
Anything else, Coach? Thank you.